Curtis Sliwa believed. What happened to that E in there? That E's missing. Believed man attacked by guardian angels was migrant because he spoke Spanish. That sounds kind of funny, right? For somebody who lived in New York City all his life, been on the streets, you know. This is not a guy who been like sheltered, been on the street. He knows that there are many people here who speak Spanish. I mean, you don't even have to be a migrant. You could have come here years ago or what have you. Just because you speak Spanish, that makes you a migrant? It sounds like a joke, right? Guardian's angel boss Curtis Sliwa issued what amounted to a defiant apology Thursday for saying he thought a man roughed up by his crew at national TV in Times Square was a migrant because the man spoke Spanish. A flub, some city leaders are calling a hate crime. Washed up comic book villain instructed his herd of wannabe vigilantes to beat up a guy they decided looked like a migrant. Councilman Justin Brannan, Democrat, Brooklyn, tweeted, "A hate crime. Live on TV, violence of any kind, whether against cops or innocent people in Times Square, must be prosecuted to the full extent of the law." During a live broadcast on Fox News Sean Hannity on Tuesday night, Sliwa had the cameraman pan to a fight between the migrant and several red jacket sporting guardian angels. "Our guys have just taken down one of the migrant guys right here on the corner, 42nd Street and 7th Avenue. Sliwa said during the broadcast, calling the man a shoplifter. "They have taken over." But the man stopped by guardian angels and given a summons for disorderly conduct wasn't a migrant or a shoplifter, police confirmed. He was simply a 22-year-old Bronx resident walking down the street. Sliwa changed his tune, but only slightly, when contacted by the Daily News on Thursday. "My language could have been much milder and calmer, no doubt about it. But I was in the eye of the storm at that point, and it turned out it was wrong about the person that we had taken down and held and gave to the police," he said. He got arrested on another charge. I guess disorderly conduct. Yeah, right. But hey, those things happen. Yeah, I'll be upset too. I'll be disorderly. I'm walking down the street and you pounce on me like that. And I'm from the Bronx. A police source who had seen both body-worn camera footage and surveillance footage of the incident said the man the guardian angels roughed up may have been a little bit drunk. You see? Yeah, right. Now he's a little bit drunk. 22-year-old guy drunk on 42nd Street. But he was just trying to make his way down 7th Avenue when Sliwa's goons stopped him. He tried to push past them and they strong-armed him to the ground, the source said. Sliwa didn't know what was happening, but quickly made up the migrant angle, the source added. He was out of his effing mind, the source said. He doesn't know what was going on and begins babbling about being a migrant. During the broadcast, Sliwa, who has been known to lie about crimes to get publicity, went on to say the migrant crisis was out of control and to claim his guardian angels had stopped the man from shoplifting. When he resisted, they fought with him, Sliwa said. Let's just say we gave him a little pain, compliance, continues Sliwa, a failed 2021 GOP mayoral candidate. His mother, back in Venezuela, felt the vibrations. He's sucking concrete. The man the angels tackled to the ground appeared irate at the scene, but calmed down when he got to the precinct station house, where he put on a pair of glasses and began explaining that he had done nothing wrong. The source said the man had no criminal record and has had a valid New York driver's license since 2019. The migrants were not even coming in here then. That was prior to the pandemic. When interviewed by police, the angels, one of them, Sliwa's bodyguard, had thought the man was coming at the talk show host, the sources said. In an interview with the AP on Wednesday, Sliwa admitted he believed the man was a migrant because he was speaking Spanish and because other guardian angels had encountered him with other Spanish speakers on previous patrols. Sliwa didn't talk about the broadcast on his radio show Thursday. By the way, Venezuelan Spanish sounds way different from Spanish spoken up in the Bronx. They don't sound alike, you know, if you're familiar with Spanish. But in an interview with the Daily News, Sliwa said the man was with two others when he punched a woman guardian angel in the breast. They're rumbling and they're pushing their way to where we are. And the next thing I know, they clocked the female guardian angel. This one guy who wound up getting arrested, says Sliwa, who said the man belligerent. Witnesses called the man a migrant, and he had a bag of baby clothes that cops planned to determine was stolen, Sliwa said. This is a third-hand information, and I'm processing this. I personally should not have taken third-hand information. That was that was my mistake, Sliwa told the news. Obviously, that's a big mistake. But the guy did get arrested. Obviously, the charges were downgraded from what we were told, which is not unusual in a city with Alvin Bragg in Manhattan. Despite his mea culpa, Sliwa didn't believe he or his crew should be charged with a hate crime. It turns out he's not a Venezuelan. I should not have implicated him as being that. But the Venezuelan migrants, they have been on a crime spree. My anger boiled up. Clearly, I haven't indicted Venezuelan people, he admitted. The guardian angels are mostly minority. I, like a lot of New Yorkers, are really angry now at what the governor and the mayor and the president have done by bringing these people, many of whom have criminal records because they were never checked here. At the same time, let's face it, these people who've been coming here, they come up from like Texas. The governor of Texas is the one putting them in buses here and sending them. It's not like somebody gave him a ticket and said, hey, go up to New York. But he won't mention that. But it's the governor of Texas sending these people up here. The guardian angels are equal opportunity civil rights abusers, Comptroller Brad Lander tweeted Thursday morning. What's out of control is Fox News and Curtis Sliwa fomenting vigilante violence with hateful rhetoric. During an interview on CNN, Governor Hochul was asked to look at the Sliwa clip. You cannot take the law into your own hands, Hochul said of the violence. This is not the Wild West. This is New York State. Well, Sliwa's group is a vigilante group. Councilwoman Diana Ayala, Democrat, Manhattan, Bronx, said the guardian angels clash stemmed from Mayor Adams' rhetoric about how the migrant crisis could destroy the city. The Curtis Sliwa incident is a direct result of the rhetoric that the administration had put out, that there's a wave of crime being committed by migrants. It's not true, she said. This poor kid from the Bronx got beat up and is directly connected by that rhetoric. As of Tuesday afternoon, the 22-year-old wasn't facing any assault charges, just a summons for disorderly conduct. Anybody would be disorderly too if you're innocent. He was observed by police to be acting in a loud, threatening manner, causing public harm, the spokesperson said. As a result, he was issued a summons. Sliwa created the Guardian Angels in the late 1970s amid a rising crime rate in the city's subway system. His statements Wednesday added fuel to already inflamed tensions in New York City as officials struggle to handle an ongoing rise in migrant arrivals for more than a year. A group of migrants attacked two NYPD officers outside a shelter in Times Square on January 27, sparking outrage. There has also been heated debate over the city's shelter and benefit policies for the new arrivals. A growing number of progressives have voiced concern over the prospect of anti-migrant bigotry sweeping the city. Alright, so the mayor, Sliwa, and the Republicans spotted in hateful false narratives are turning our city into an unsafe, violent place of vigilantism against black and brown New Yorkers, and it needs to stop. What they said. Okay, so there you have it. He sure picked the wrong person, the guy from the Bronx with a driver's license from since 2019.